Hey folks, so this is going to be my review of the Lock and Load BK1000 Deluxe Wheel Chock Combo Kit. So I've been doing a lot of research on how to best trailer my motorcycle. I've already got a trailer and I landed on this Lock and Load system. So this is not a paid sponsorship. I bought it off of Amazon. I think with tax and shipping it came out to $215, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this thing. You've probably seen videos from the manufacturer or other people selling them that you can lock and load in 60 seconds and how great it is. Well, I'm going to tell you what I think. So I've got a unique situation in that I've already got a trailer. It is a flat deck snowmobile trailer dedicated to using just my snowmobile. This thing tilts, and if you know anything about snowmobiles, they are secured to the trailer by a bar that holds down the two skis in front. So I've got a latch installed into my trailer permanently, and that's, I've got to have that so I can use it as a snowmobile trailer. Unfortunately, that's pretty much exactly where a wheel chock has to go. So I had to come up with a system where I could use the trailer for both hauling my snowmobile and my motorcycle, and that's how I arrived at the lock and load system. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So this is the snowmobile trailer. That's a tilt type system. And this is the bar, the locking mechanism that I use to hold the two skis down. So that hook, the gold hook there, actually connects to that gold hook right there so that I can run the snowmobile up the trailer and put the skis right up against the snow guard there. And there's the snowmobile. So it's like 90 degrees out here and all my neighbors think I'm crazy because I've got my snowmobile out. Anyway, let's talk about this lock and load system. So this is the system installed. It comes with the orange part, which is removable with these two knobs here. You can screw and unscrew, and then the orange part comes off. The plate is permanently affixed to the deck. And then you've got two brackets that are also supplied so that you can use these wheel chocks to secure the bike down. Now the directions call for the chock to be using 4 bolts directly through the deck. So I did that, and I did the same with the brackets. Then I loaded the bike, and what I found was that my 500-pound motorcycle is going to pull the whole thing out of this deck. So I do not recommend installing this thing simply in a 5/8 inch plywood deck. What I had to do was went to my local Lowe's, purchased a 12 by 24, I think it's 1/8 or a little bit thicker steel plate. So I've got a steel plate under this part of the deck that the bolts are secured to, and I'll show you what that looks like. So there's the steel plate underneath the chock, and then I've got steel plates underneath the brackets for the ratchets. Now with those braces underneath, I think the system is much more stable. However, that's not the end of the story. So the device, as you know, comes with, this is the front wheel chock, that front wheel strap. It's got 2 clips on it that hold the front wheel down directly on the chock to these 2 points. So it simply loops over the front wheel, and then the back of the bike is held down by these ratchets. I actually connect these to my foot pegs, and so it pulls the bike forward and locks it into the wheel chock. That's a pretty good system. However, even though the front wheel's locked in, the whole bike will do this side to side motion. I did not like that. I would not trust that on a long haul for this thing. So what I decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the lock and load system as it is, but I also bought 2 additional ratchet straps to secure the back of the bike. So I came to the trailer and I put in these O-rings on either side. So now I'll be able to use the extra set of straps, strap the back end down, and keep it from moving side to side. And I think that's going to solve the problem. So what do I think of this overall system? It's pretty good. There's room for improvement. So even though the base plate is secured to the deck using my steel plate and their bolts, same thing with the ratchet brackets, the actual chock is only held in place by those 2 knobs I showed you. So the weak point are those 2 knobs, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So the only thing that's holding this in, come at it from this angle. So when you take this out to remove the chock, or actually to hold the chock down, that screw and this knob are the only thing holding the front wheel to the deck. There's got to be a better way to do that. Everything's stable, but then you can take, and there's still play in this thing, and that drives me crazy. There should not be any play in that at all. So what they need to do is either have 4 knobs to hold it down, or some other type of device to hold the orange chock to the base plate. Because if my motorcycle comes off this thing, I'm not going to be happy. But I think it'll serve the purpose for now. Lock and Load, if you're listening, make some improvements, and I think you'll have a product worthy of your claims. At this point, I'd probably give it maybe a rating of 7 out of 10. If you fix the connection between the wheel chock and the base plate, I think you got a winner. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Be safe and make sure that bike stays on the back of your trailer. I hope you enjoyed this. Put some comments down there. I'll answer them if I can. Otherwise, today's 4th of July, so hope everybody's celebrating. Have a good one.